When you're setting up filmed interviews or talking heads, there's a lot of time spent talking about lights, microphones, and backdrops. But there's one tiny decision that can have a bigger impact on your marketing than almost anything else. Where's the person on camera actually looking? It sounds like a small technical detail, but the choice between looking directly down the lens or off to the side at an interviewer changes the entire psychology of the piece. It's the difference between your brand giving a speech or having a heart-to-heart chat. You may have seen a high-energy product launch where you'll notice that the presenter's usually staring right down the barrel of the lens, also like I'm doing now in this vlog. This is what we call breaking the fourth wall. In the world of video marketing, this is the most direct way to build an immediate connection. When I look into the camera, I'm looking at you. It feels personal, urgent, and authoritative. It's great for giving information or delivering a call to action because there's nowhere for the audience to hide. I'm speaking to you and you're listening to me. However, it can also feel quite intense for the person doing the speaking. If your business colleagues aren't used to being on camera, staring into that glass eye can feel a bit like an interrogation, so there is another option. The alternative is an off-lens style, where the subject looks just to the left or the right of the camera at a real human being. This is kind of like the classic documentary style that we use for a lot of our brand films at Fable Studios. From a content perspective, this feels much more natural and observational. The viewer becomes a fly on the wall, eavesdropping on a genuine conversation. This is often the best choice for interviews and testimonial videos because it takes the pressure off the person speaking. They can forget about the big scary camera and just talk to me, usually sat that side of the camera. It allows for those little pauses and natural expressions that make a story feel authentic. It's less about selling and more about sharing. Here's an example. This high-performance washing machine model is designed to work around your hectic schedule, featuring a smart delay start timer that ensures your laundry is fresh and ready exactly when you are. It's more than just an appliance. It's a way to reclaim your evening and eliminate the hassle of rewashing forgotten loads. Honestly, I can't tell you what a relief it is to finally have that delay start feature on the washing machine, because it just feels like one less thing I have to worry about during my long shifts. It's such a weight off my shoulders to come home and find my laundry finished and ready for me, rather than having it just sit forgotten all day. So how do you decide which one's right for your marketing? It really comes down to the goal of the video. If you want to be a thought leader or a coach who's leading their audience, looking down the lens is your best friend. It shows confidence and establishes a one-to-one relationship. But if you want to tell a story about your company culture or show the human side of your business, looking off lens usually works better. It feels less like a sales pitch and more like a window into your world. We often see brands mix the two, but you've got to be careful. If you jump back and forth without a plan, it can look a little bit confusing. At the end of the day, there isn't a wrong answer, but there is definitely a best answer for your specific project. At Fable Studios, we don't just turn up and press record. We do think about these tiny cues to make sure your message hits the right note. Whether you want to look your audience in the eye or tell your story through a natural conversation, we can help you figure out the best way to present your brand to the world. I'm Yas, thanks so much for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.